Dear councilmen and women and fellow citizens of the city of Charleston, my name is Camille Lyons, and I have come here today to propose the construction of a new memorial commemorating Dr. Matilda Arabella Evans. You may be asking, who is she, and why does she deserve a statue? Well, that is why I intend to spend the next 5 minutes informing you. That way we can collectively educate the public. Any of the facts and figures in this proposal have come from the Columbia City of Women website, unless otherwise stated. Matilda Arabella Evans was born in 1872 in Aiken, South Carolina, where she grew up. She then went on to attend college at Oberlin College in Ohio, and just before graduating decided to pursue a degree in medicine. She moved to Pennsylvania to pursue her MD at the Women's Medical College of Pennsylvania, and then specialized in obstetrics, gynecology, and surgery. After completing her MD, she moved back to her home state and decided to practice in Columbia, South Carolina. This makes her not only the first women African-American physician that was licensed to practice, but also just the first woman physician licensed to practice in South Carolina in general. She began her practice outside of her own home, seeing patients both white and African-American, until in 1901 she founded Taylor Lane Hospital, which was the first African-American hospital in Columbia and provided free medical care to African-American families. To cover the costs, she would take up fundraising, she would take up fees from her white patients, and then she also had a dairy farm outside of the hospital that she would sell milks and cheeses and even give some away as gifts. Unfortunately, Taylor Lane burned down in a tragic fire, so she began seeing patients out of her own home until she was able to afford purchasing a new building that would provide even better medical care with better equipment that she called St. Luke's. Dr. Evans also had a big passion for medical education. Both Taylor Lane and St. Luke's served as nursing training programs, but this also extended to the general public. She was very passionate about public health. According to the NIH, Changing the Face of Medicine, Dr. Evans went into local public schools and would diagnose and treat a lot of these children in order to better teach families how to care for their children. A lot of these children had diseases that are easily treatable, but without proper education, they went undiagnosed. This led to now South Carolina public schools needing children to get physical examinations each year. In 1916, she and a couple of her colleagues founded the Negro Association of South Carolina, and shortly after began publishing the Negro Health Journal of South Carolina, which taught families how to better care for their health. She then closed St. Luke's, but her career did not stop there. She enlisted in the Medical Service Corps during World War I, and when she returned in 1922, she became the president of the Palmetto State Medical Society. According to the Bulletin of American College of Surgeons, Dr. Evans died in 1935, but she was the adoptive mother of 7, and she also fostered many other children, a lot of whom were her patients. Clearly, her impact in healthcare for enlisted Americans, African Americans, and women and families of South Carolina alike was ginormous, which is why I think she should be commemorated. Where should this statue lie? I believe that it should be on the campus of the Medical University of South Carolina because MUSC, as it's commonly abbreviated, was the first medical school in South Carolina. The statue should be of her holding a child because of the impacts that she had specifically on children and on families. And why would we build this memorial now? That's funny, you ask, because according to the MUSC libraries, MUSC was founded in 1824, which means in less than 2 years, we will be celebrating its bicentennial. I can't think of a better way to celebrate than to honor a remarkable South Carolinian physician who closed both racial and sexual gaps that have made South Carolina a better place ever since. Thank you.